Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 266. If you're a new friend stopping by my channel, this is ChannelBot Cross Stitch, so I hope you like what you see. Please subscribe, comment, do the YouTube things. If you're a returning friend, thank you so much for coming back to see me this week. We have so much to talk about. It is Halloween week, and I am super excited. I finished up a staycation, and we're leading into Halloween week. Speaking of that, as you notice, two things. One, I'm wearing, this is an old Athena Stitching Goddess Designs t-shirt, so, which please, you gotta watch out for her. She comes out with like new and some out of the box every single month. And also I had someone ask me if my husband was doing the haunted house, and he is sadly not. Basically, this year he just needed to take the year off. Hopefully it's just 1 year. He just is running on not good steam is basically what it comes down to. And we don't get a lot of help with the build up and the takedown, and we're getting older. So like if people don't step up to help, unfortunately it may be a thing of the past. I think that he should just downsize it, but we'll see. So this year it is a break. But with that, I wanted to answer that because some people may wonder, because I was super stoked and I love sharing his Halloween stuff, but not this year. So, all right, down to some business on here. I have a Happy Mail in the description box below. I have a Happy Mail form, and if you would be so kind to fill that out, you don't have to, of course, and you only need to fill it out once, but if you fill it out, I randomly send out Happy Mail once a month, and it's just something that I like to do. People like to get something in the mail besides a bill. I know most of those come through email now, but anyway, or junk mail. But so there is that. And a lot of my friends have online businesses and whatnot, and they are listed in my description box also. So one of the things we need to wrap up from last week on this channel is the giveaway from Melly Ellie Stitches. I am super excited for this. She had so much love. Thank you so much for all the love in regards to hers. But before I announce the giveaway winners, I want to share, this was in my card and I saw it with a couple of stickers, but I didn't realize what this is. So this is a cute little just cardboard card, but it's perforated and it says pop open here. So you pop it open and it says, each day is a different one. Each day brings a miracle of its own. It's just a matter of paying attention to this miracle. So a cute little positivity thing in there. And how cute was that? So I'm going to have to find these. That's a cute little thing. Maybe I can send that in my Happy Mail and somebody can have just an extra little boost of love and quote and whatnot. So thank you very much for that, Melanie. But let's get to our winners. So there was 2 winners, and for her chart, and her company is the Cozy Cottontail. She loves bunnies, so this does not surprise me. So Melly is the Cozy Cottontail. And for the 2 winners for this, the first one is going to Britches Get Stitches, and the second one is going to Kim Vernon. So I have probably put your name across the bottom here, but please send me an email at janetjabber@gmail.com and let me get your address so I can get these mailed out to you, and you can start in on the fall love or get it queued up at least. So that is a lot of fun. Thank you very much again for those giveaways, and I hope you enjoy those. And check her out if that's something that appealed to you. The next thing that we have on here is my featured friends section. I love this section so much. You guys love this section so much. So I am super stoked because I have this one as a whip. So this first one is from Carol. That's what we have this week. Carol, let's show your picture. She stitched the Queen of Freedom. She started it on July 4th. She said it stitched up quickly. I feel like she was probably in beast mode. She stitched it on 30 count printed Constitution fabric by Primitive Hair, and I received my email from her on September 11th. So yeah, you did amazing. It is gorgeous, and you will have so much fun picking your frame out and going forth with that. So very exciting. Mine is still in whip stage, and we'll see where that gets to, but I think it's currently my oldest memorabilia whip that I have. Don't know. We'll figure that out later. Okay, what have I been stitching on this week? This was, again, I mentioned a staycation. So I actually, before I start showing my stitches, just real quick, why I like literally have 5 pieces to show, because I did a quilt sit and I forget what they called it, but basically you went to my local store and stitched during the daytime and slept in your own bed and came back the next day. So because of that, I don't know, it's just because of that I don't have as much stitching, but a couple of them I have quite a bit of stitching on them. So I still stitched every day. This is my seasonal stitch for right now. This is Carolyn Manning's Color of the Seasons. So it's coming along. Definitely all 4 sides have been touched and plugging along on that. Love, definitely feeling the fall colors on that, and that is exciting. So that's my seasonal stitch. My next piece that I have to show you is the Rolodex Morning Sampler by Stitch Me. And this one is my focus for the month of October, which we're wrapping up. So hopefully when I show this to you next week, it's a finish. But the stitching is done that for the chart that I'm gonna do. There's some stars up here and a moon, and they're not gonna be there on my piece. So that willow tree was so fun to stitch. Yeah. So I am changing the saying, and hopefully it all fits in here. We'll figure it out. And hopefully I have that to share with you next week in regards to what that saying is. But I love it. I could leave it as it is, but I want to put that saying on there. So fingers crossed I can get that charted and figured out. And that will definitely be, I mean, it's just a quote. So it should be good and done for you next time. So the next thing that I stitched on is the Dancing with the Stars, hashtag the Dancing with the Stars. So I put in 100 stitches on the stitch that was on the person that was eliminated, and 250 on the one that is the highest of the board. So my list is right here. I don't know if I marked out. No, I haven't marked out who it was eliminated this last week. So this is what my list looks like so that I remember who I assigned what project to. So the one for eliminations is Pedra, and it was because she's a housewife. I did Home Americana Petites, and I basically started, is what I ended up doing, and I did a little more than 100, but I started the next square that I'm going to do in this. I have 2 more left, and it is these 2 right here. So I just started the next one that was on the chart that, I don't know, it called to me. So there you go. 2 started on number 3 of the 4 that is in that chart. And the last, not the last piece, but the other Stitching with the Stars piece was for Chandler. Is that how you say her name? Yeah, Chandler, which was the highest of the board, and assigned to her is Sampler Hill, because it reminds me of Friends. Is that what I have written down? Yeah, because of like her character is in regards to her friends in regards. Anyway. This is a piece that was given to me by Daleen, and I'm stitching it in remembrance of her. So stitching with Daleen. And this is not as exciting, but I did get like 200, actually at 250 is what it is, and I think I got 280 something. So this is what it looks like in whole. I need to chop off that. This is what it looks like in whole. And then just to show you, I got 1 more set of these flowers, and then across the bottom I have like all the way across and started with the second. So there's a bunch of grass on this. So that is definitely going to take up a lot of stitching. So this is not one that I plan on having done anytime soon. I'm going to linger with it and stitch with it and love with it. That's what that piece is for me. So my last piece of stitching to show you this week is Love Letters from Mom by Jeanette Douglas. It will look like this in full. It is my SAL with myself for the year, taking a page from SammyJ. She does like all kinds of things that I love. So she takes a piece of your own and you just chop it up into 12 sections and it'll be done. So for the month of October, it is this square. And I still have to go around this little thing with these like wheat field specialty stitch, and then there's a specialty stitch here, and it's done. So it will get done here in the first couple of days of this week, and then I'll be done for October and still caught up, and 2 more months to go. Can you believe that? 2 more months of this year is all we have left. That is my stitching for this week. I have a feeling we're going to be a wicked on Halloween short video this week, but it is what it is with me. I just like get it out there. But I want to talk to you a little bit about like my plans for this week. I have like completed all my like checks. I need this done and that done and whatnot. I mean, mostly I told you Love Letters from Mom. Rolodex morning sampler. So I guess I still have a couple that are like in my brain I need to get done. Need to / want to. Well, this piece I picked up at Hobby House when I was on my girls retreat, and it is Pumpkin Pot, and it is actually by Hobby House Press. And I haven't touched it since there when I started, I don't believe, maybe one other time. This is on, I believe, I don't have my bag. Oh wait, I do have my bag. This is on 36 count chocolate milk by Fabrics by Stephanie. I need to add a card to that. Oops-a-daisy. Anyway, this is what I've got on it, the pot. So I would like to give this some like good dedicated stitching this week. So I may not do Monday, Wednesday, Friday stitching that I put like assigned things to. We'll see. But because I really want to see if there's a possibility I could accomplish that. That'd be a lot. Because the word Halloween is done up there. I don't know. We're going to see where I can get in a week. Let's just see that, okay? That's why I said I may not do that Monday, Wednesday, Friday stuff. We'll see. Finish out and then start up again in November. What am I going to start up with again in November? I'm going to tell you a little bit. So, SammyJ called her Whippagories. If you want to know what those are, go on over and find SammyJ. It's on her social medias too. She announced and she talks about it in her videos. So I love following along with those. I just pick out projects that fit the titles that she has and go for it. And then I also am going to participate in Nora November because WhipGo numbers got called and 4 spots left for the year. 2 of my spots were Dog's Declaration, and 2 of my spots, which is Ink Circle, and 2 of my spots were New Starts. So I had a chance of it like being, would you know, I was so lucky and so blessed for it to be one of each. So for the next 2 months, I'm going to work on Dog's Declaration for one WhipGo and a New Start for the other. And it worked out perfectly for my New Start because I want to start a Nora Fairy. I am going to start New Year's Eve Fairy by Nora Corbett. And so that's going to be, I don't know where everything's going to fall in November. It is Nora November. I am going to work on a Nora. I have Queen of Freedom, which I believe is my oldest. I have the new one that I'm going to start. I have 2 more that I think I have like a total of 5, but one of them I won't work on because I will be working on her next month because it's Miss Christmas Eve. So we're going to see what ones I pull out and if I get a little more organized in regards to that. But I am super excited to take part of Nora November. If you've been here for a while, you know I love my Mirabilias, Noras, all the same person, all the same designer. I just intermix them in both May and November. So there's that. And then I'm looking to see, and then like just general planning for November, like is prepping. Like I got to start prepping my stocking and my berry. Love letter, or the love letters, I got to prep that one. The new fairy tale will drop on Friday. So that'll be at me before I see you again, and we'll go from there. So with that is my stitching to talk about. But if you want to stick around for private stuff, personal stuff, whatever you want to call it, boy, I have. Okay, first off, we're going to talk about my quilt retreat. I am excited to share with this. So I will not let myself have more than 3 quilts in different various stages. I have fabric, and I kind of was counting to like, I am notorious for doing what's referred to as the 3-yard quilt by Fabric Cafe, but I've got 3 of these plastic containers that will hold the like components of a quilt, and I really don't want to let myself grow outside of those. So I turned in a runner, which is just a table runner, to be quilted by somebody else. That was my first time ever, so that freed up a box. And then I have, I was invited to a class to learn how to do this quilt that I don't even know what it's titled, but it uses one jelly roll, and then a 60-degree angle. And basically I have the beginning stages of that done, and then I wait for the class, which will be like, not this week, but the following week, I'll be able to go to the class again and see where I go to it next. I kind of know, but I'm waiting for the class because that's what classes are fun, and to go be with other people. And then I had my quilt retreat, where basically you just left your machine at my local store and I came back. So I would wake up in the morning and I would walk my dogs, and then I would go down there to sew and visit and quilt. And I was basically working on tops is what they're called flimsies. Candy told me that. So I got, on the first day of it, I got the Christmas one done, which I had started for the Jelly Roll race in September. So that top is here. And I picked out the background fabric. So that is at the stage to where it needs to be sandwiched. And then on the Friday, I got like most of the second quilt, which is a sunflower quilt. I got the squares of it done, but I still needed to do the border. So I put the border on Saturday morning. So this is that quilt completely done, and not completely, but the flimsy done. I haven't picked out the background of that. So there, see what I mean by various stages? Like one's getting ready to cut, one's ready for it to be quilted together, and one of them I have to pick the background. My boxes are full and I'm not allowed to have any other ones. I have thoughts because I already know what I'm going to start next, but like that's where I keep my quilting world, because I don't think I could handle both of them having so many projects. But so that was a lot of fun, and I'm so glad I got to do that. And I'm just, I don't know, I'm blessed to have been invited to an environment like that. So there's that. And then over the weekend was Halloween trick-or-treating in my neighborhood. My neighborhood picked on Saturday for a couple of hours for people to go around and with your kids or like your family could come and like trick-or-treat the neighborhood. People that aren't going to be home or people that were out trick-or-treating, they just, at the end of their drive, they put a table or a chair with candy in it. And it's just like, you know, good, like people just take a piece or two and then move on. I sit out there and watch all the littles come by. It's a lot of fun. But of course, Ozzy and Henry were here. So check out this picture of my little farm animals. I got my moo cow and my little chicken. So super cute. And I also had a picture earlier this week where I was wearing this exact shirt that I washed now so that I could put on here. And I was holding both of the grands in there because it's Halloween week. So, you know, we just like that, because that was the theme on my quilting thing too, was Halloween. So I wore this for one of the days of like dressing up. So that was super cute. A lot of fun to see them dressed up. And then Ozzy decided to, she needed to be distracted. So I had some chalk, and it was the first time ever she's drawn with chalk on my driveway, and it was super cute. And I'm like, oh my gosh, look, she's coloring. And my son-in-law was cracking me up. He's like, look, first time grandparent, she drew a line. I didn't think it was very funny. Ozzy and I had a lot of fun. They were, of course, the other adults started coloring too, because like it just makes you feel like a kid. One of the other cool things that I got to do this week, I got two more things. One of the other cool things that I got to do this week was I got to sit in and help Ozzy with her gymnastics class. It's like, I don't know if it's a mommy and me, because it's a parent and kid class. That's probably what it's called. But Colton had class, so I went, and Lizzie kept Henry out in the waiting room, and I interacted during the class. Ozzy like ran the course, did her stretches, rang the bell, she climbed up to the top. It was super cute, and it definitely gave me flashbacks of me being that mom with little Lizzie when we ran around and did those classes. So lots of fun in regards to that. And then last thing to tell you, personal life. I'm telling you, personal life is probably as much as the quilting this week, or as much as the stitching this week. If you're hanging with me, you're learning. So Ozzy at first used to be really scared of the train. She would hear it in a distance and it would scare her. And of course we taught her that is her papa. And it's not on those trains, let's be real, but that's what he does. He works for the train, he works for the railroad. So now she knows when she hears the train and she hears the choo-choo, she thinks of papa, and she'll yell, papa, papa, you know, it's so cute. So papa had a flat on his, no, he couldn't start his work vehicle. He keeps a vehicle, it's like an old vehicle of ours that he keeps at the train track where he works. He doesn't have to, he just chooses to, because he says he's old, and he's old, and it lets him do his job faster. Whatever. So it wouldn't start, so we needed to go back and like get that taken care of. And when we got back to jump it, it also had a flat. But in the process, check this picture out. Ozzy got to be up close and personal to a train going by. It was just starting out. It wasn't super loud. Jeff, of course, my husband, knew the guys on the train, so they were waving. It was a hoot and a holler for her. She loved it so much, and what a blessing just to be able to be part of that. So now, like when she really hears it, she's going to be able to visualize it too, and I just think that's so cool. So I don't know, that's it. As far as this coming weeks, it's back to work. I had like a couple appointments this week. And then this next weekend's going to be a busy, exciting weekend for me. So, and you know, Taylor Swift is in my neck of the woods, but I didn't get tickets to see her. That makes me so sad. Anyway, it's life. What am I going to do? All right, I'm going to get out of here so you can get on to your next cross stitch floss tuber. And I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you have as much goodness and kindness into your life as I do. So please keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.